What's up, squad? Thank you so much for stopping by to check out another video here on the channel. Before we get to the action, gotta shout you guys out again, because as of the other day, we hit 300 subscribers.
This is Sparta!
So we are now already a quarter of the way to 400, but let's shout out all the new squad members here. So first, let's get to Card Grading Authority, A-Town 54 and 69, Joe Robinson, Keith Kirtley, Sam Sports Shop, Howard Saylor, DK Displays, King Samurai, who was number 300, Mark Yu, Ryan Hoto, Roland Lopez, Mark Olivier Gabot, Robert Hill, Monk, The King 778, Clay Bonds, Doughboy Gold, and RD Cards. Thank you guys so much for joining the squad, and welcome. And guys, of course, make sure you, like and subscribe, comment on all the videos. Go follow us on Instagram if you haven't yet. But let's get to the action. All right, squad, so today's Sports Cards 101, we're going to be talking all about PC. What your PC is, what cards you can PC, what to look for, how to build your PC. We're going to be talking all about your personal collection. So for starters, you see people talking about PC this, PC that. What is a PC? Again, guys, PC is just your personal collection. These are cards that you plan on keeping as a collector that you aren't going to be flipping daily, you're trying to move. Now, your PC is always going to be ever evolving as new players join the league for your favorite teams, or if you have guys that you've been watching as they move through the collegiate ranks, you know, maybe they'll get added to your PC. So again, guys, this is going to be an ever evolving thing. You're never going to have your PC complete, but that's always the best thing about being a collector, is that there's always new stuff to collect. So like I said, guys, this is an ever-evolving thing when you have your PC, but who should you be PCing? So typically, you know, a lot of people PC popular players, those LeBron Jameses, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady's. A lot of people also PC their favorite players who might not be those higher-end guys, and also maybe guys from their local sports teams. So personally myself, I'm a Boston guy, so of course I PC the Celtics, Red Sox, Patriots, Bruins, but I also have other guys that aren't on, you know, my local teams that I PC. So I got Vince Carter, Randy Moss, who was a Patriot, which was, you know, a great thing for me. So you have those guys that might not be in your local teams, but are still your favorite players that you can PC as well. I know myself and some other people also PC their alma mater. So personally, I went to the University of Montana, so you see very few guys from the University of Montana out there. So when I can see them, I'm definitely going to be adding them to my PC. And then lastly, guys, a lot of people like to PC certain sets for certain years. Maybe your birth year, you want to collect a set from that year, or there's certain inserts you like maybe Diamond Kings. Personally, one set I want to put together is a set from, I think it was 93, 94 Fleer Ultra Basketball called Famous Nicknames. I think that's pretty cool as well. And then you also have inserts that people will chase. You have your guys that will collect Kabooms and Zebras, maybe Color Wheels, even Downtowns. Those higher end cards, some people might strictly just PC those as well. Now, guys, what's the best way to start your PC? I always would say once you kind of have who or what teams are going to be comprised of your PC, start small. I would say, you know, buy singles, try to find products that you like that are maybe on the lower end, those Topps, Donruss, Bowman cards. Maybe look for those and start build up that PC. Also, like we talked about in the prior Sports 101, you know, look for those parallels as well. If you don't want just the base cards, there's, you know, different color parallels or card designs that, you know, give a little bit of different, you know, look to your PC as well. And of course, guys, always be looking for rookie cards as well when you start up. You know, those are, you know, kind of the easy chase cards to start out with. You can kind of build a nice collection of rookie cards as you kind of develop your PC, and then start slow and then work your way up towards that higher end product. So after you've kind of started building up your PC with some of those kind of parallel cards, rookie cards, that lower end stuff, maybe you start looking towards adding some autos and memorabilia as well. So the way I would kind of tackle this, guys, is those players or teams where you're going to have, you know, a lot of cards. Like I have a lot of Jason Tatum, a lot of Paul Pierce. I added some lower end, you know, mem cards, stuff like that to start out with, knowing that I'm going to be adding more to those collection as it grows. Now, if you have like a team that you collect and you're only going to be adding one of a certain player, like I have with my Montana collection. So speaking of alma maters, guys, so I went to the University of Montana. Not too many guys in the NFL, but the guys that do made it, I actually saw a good amount of them play in college during our heydays at the University of Montana. So I had worked on getting my PC for my alma mater, just because I know there's not going to be a lot, but might as well work on it. So here's Tremaine Johnson. He was a third-round draft pick. Mark Mariani, a Pro Bowler with the Titans. We got Croy Bierman, who is now a reality star. Then we have Michael Ray Richardson, who was a first #1 pick, I believe. And then ones that I want to build for my alma mater is with Michael Ray Richardson. They have these letters. So I'm actually going to try to spell out Montana. I got the N and T so far. So all that's left is Moana, which is a banger of a Disney movie. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Then I got Samari Toure, who also plays now on the Packers. And then lastly, went to the U of A as well, so working on some Arizona stuff. Got a little Mike Bibby in the collection for my alma mater stuff as well. So just a little bit of the PC there, but a fun little addition if you do have a school you went to that's your alma mater. Find those guys, add them to your PC. So you saw there that I have, just one card basically of just the guys that I saw play collegiately. And then if I look at the Red Sox, there'll be guys that I want to add. So, we saw this in the Mail Day video, the Mo Vaughn. I wanted to add a Mo Vaughn auto. I'm probably not going to add a bunch of them, A, because there's not a lot of them out there, and B, I'm satisfied with having one in my collection. And I figured if I'm going to add one, I found this one. It's graded. It's a Gem Mint 10. So it's the best that you can get. It's a pop 3. So I'm not going to be adding any more Mo Vaughn really to my collection as far as autos go, unless I see something that really catches my eye. So I'm very happy with adding this piece to my collection, knowing that I'm not going to be dumping too much money into adding Mo Vaughns. But if there's other players that you're going to be adding a lot of cards to, like I said, for me, it's Paul Pierce, Jason Tatum, Randy Moss, Ramondre Stevenson, those guys you see in a lot of my videos, then I'm going to be getting lower end product, building it up, looking to get higher end. So, think about the guys and how you're going to develop your PC when you are adding those autos and memorabilia. If it's only going to be one of a guy, look to add, a Gem Mint 10, something really nice, maybe a couple colors on the patch of the memorabilia you're looking to add. Think a little bit more that maybe I'm only going to be adding one of this player to my collection, so maybe make it a little bit of a nicer piece. Now, guys, let's think about graded cards as well when you're adding these to your collection. We just talked about that Mo Vaughn. First, I would set kind of like a baseline of what you're comfortable having for graded cards in your collection, like what that graded level is going to be that you're going to be like, okay, I'm fine with having 8s or above, 7s or above, or 7s of certain cards. If it's vintage, you can have your own different set of baselines, just because a lot of those vintage cards, there's harder to get higher end numbers on, or the higher numbers, those 8s, 9s, 10s, you're going to see more of those 6s, 7s, 4s, that kind of range for vintage. So finding out what your comfortable range is for graded cards is key to your PC. That way, you're comfortable adding, and then what your price points are exactly, and where you can find nice buys for sure. And same with everything else, guys. With your graded cards, I would start low and build your way up. If you're going to be having that baseline of 8s, get some 8s to your collection. And like I said, it's ever evolving. So eventually, maybe you can and make a trade and pair up a couple of your 8s, get a 9, or start with some 9s, work your way up to the 10. So definitely, like with most of these levels, you want to start low and build your way up. Because like I said, guys, your PC is always going to be growing and changing. So you might have some cards that you start with low-end stuff, and you can end up packaging them up, trading them for something better, and then add those again to your collection at a later point. And then, guys, like with the autos and the mems, if you're going to be adding 1 or 2 of a certain player, look to get those higher grades, those Gem Mint 10s, 9.5s if you can get them, just because, hey, I'm going to have this player in my collection. I want to have, one of the better pieces that I can have for the PC. Now, squad, so you kind of built up your collection on the lower end stuff. You got a couple autos, you got some memorabilia, you got some graded cards. Now you're looking to get into that higher end stuff, that flawless, that immaculate, that national treasures. My suggestion would be, again, guys, buy singles. Wherever that may be, you can go to eBay, you can go to Facebook, whatnot especially. They're always running singles there. If you're looking for that higher end stuff, just buy singles to start your PC. I wouldn't be jumping into breaks. Those higher end products are very, very pricey for breaks. So when you're looking to get that flawless, that NT for your collection early on, just look to buy singles. And, most of the cards are numbered, and you can, if you're looking in the right spots, especially eBay and whatnot, you can find a good deal on that higher end product singles for sure. And of course, guys, one question I see a lot when people are starting to build up that PC, returning to the hobby, is should I participate in breaks? Guys, so like I said in my video about breaks, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Breaks are a form of gambling. So always remember that before you're participating in your break. You're paying money and you're not knowing what you're going to be getting in return. It might be a big hit. It might be absolutely nothing. So if you're building your PC starting out, I would not be participating in breaks. I would focus on strictly hunting singles or trying to find lots of your favorite player or your favorite team as you start to build up that PC. If you are, at that point where you do want to start participating in breaks, I would make sure, your best bet is to try to do the PYT, which is the pick your team breaks, where you can at least pay for that team that you do PC. That way, if there are any hits or whatever the hits may be, you're at least getting something that is going to matter to you and will have some value to you personally, even though it may not be the most expensive cards you can have in your collection. And then otherwise, also guys, if you are going to do breaks, if you're not going to do PYT, do the PYP, which is pick your player. So if you have some of those favorite players on your teams, I've done PYPs for Jason Tatum and Paul Pierce in different breaks as well. So again, you may hit, you may not, but at least if you are going to spend some money, you're at least going to get a return on something that will add value to yourself personally and to your PC. All right, squad, so I figured we'd do a quick tour of the PC here to kind of wrap this one up. So we talked a little bit about parallels. So one thing I'm doing for the Pats is I've been collecting the red, white, and blues for a few of the different years. So got, I think, 20 this year's and 2020 done. Still looking for the Mac Jones. Got the Griffey Prism Rainbow we're working on. All the Pauls we've been building up. Then we go into all the Griffies here. Got a bunch of Griffey rookies. Got a Project 2020. Then, a bunch of raw singles, guys. There's Diamond Kings that I always enjoy. Some vintage Griffey. Got the Sweetest Strokes. Good one there. And guys, like I said, just some singles. You find those players you like. These are ones we got at that Orange show. I got like a Sports Illustrated for Kids card in here, I think, somewhere. I got this old one with him in Bonds. So you find those players you like. Little Randy Moss we move into next. Got some Randy rookies in here as well. Got a few different. Always like if I can find him with the Pats. Some stuff there. Mostly little Randy. Then we move over here. Got a bunch of raw Paul rookie cards. Some Prism, different stuff there. Then we got one touches. More Paul rookies. Little molten metal. Skybox EX. That one, love that Bowman's Best. Got the refractor tops. Then we go into some swatches. Him and Antoine. Like I said, guys, this is just kind of what I've been building up. We go into the Tatums now. And this one, even this one, like just a prestige rookie, not an expensive card, guys, just to start building up. Love the mosaics. Just some other ones in here, a little die cut. This one, the case hit, License to Drive Tatum. We just got some other ones in here. This is the Prestige Rookie Raw. Some newer ones, Vector, Rock the Rim. I got the Monopoly back here. Love this one, Black Icons. Again, these are all just singles you're looking for. Then moving to Vince Carter. Got some KG rookies and other KGs in here. We're going to Ben Matherin as well. So got the player PC, then we got some teams here. Showed you guys the Montana stuff. We got the sweet Chris Farley. Gonna look to add more of those. Then we got some Bruin stuff. Joe Thornton, Brad Marchand, some vintage Ray Bork, Yager, some old Gretzky's. Then we move into the Pat stuff with the Ramondre. Got a bunch of him and his rookies. We got some sparkles. We've been getting a few of those mosaic sparkle packs that they give you for redemption. So I've been hunting some Pats there. Little Mac Jones, Zappy. Moving to some autos. Got the Taekwon there. Got a bunch of him. Barrymore. Another Taekwon. Ty Law. Ramondre RPA. Wes. Jack Jones. Brewski. Willie McGinnis on card from a charity event back in the day. Then we got some Sox, moving to those. Get some Nomar in here. Manny rookie. Devers, home field advantage. Got some of him. Got a bunch of Bayo. Again, like I said, Bowman, cheaper products, and they got a bunch of different, kinds of rookies you can get for your guys. So I got a few of those for Bayo. Got a couple as Heritage, couple Tops. Again, those lower end series, but numbered cards. Again, Casas, Xander. Got Meyer, Nick York, John Lester, little Dice K rookie from back in the day. Then we move into some of the autos and patches for the Sox. Got the Xander. Got the sweet David Price. Got that one there. Some Pedroia, Manny All-Star Game jerseys that I had, and some other kind of random guys. Got a Bonds rookie. Some Frank Thomas is in here. Got the Kirby Puckett. Ezekiel Tovars. And then we got Cargo, who I was bat boy for back in the day on the Missoula Osprey, so I had to add him to the collection. And we see over here we got more Celtics, kind of some Jalen. Rob Williams is in here. Reggie Lewis rookie. Ron Mercer, some Rick Perk. Got a Ray Allen patch, little D Brown. Like I said, higher end stuff, that National Treasures, just buy the singles. Like numbered Kevin McHale, added to the PC for, pretty reasonable price, guys. We got Robert Parrish auto, another kind of high-end iMac, number to 25, Antoine Walker auto. Cheaper than you'd expect, guys, and some more KG, some older Jordans, some Kobe rookies. Then we go into the graded stuff. We got those Pokemon cards, not the sports cards, but some first editions. Then we go into the slabs. We got the Kobe's that we got graded back from the East Coast Convention show. The Ja with the Young Dolph teal version. Paul rookies. We got the pair of Tatum 10s. Another thing, guys, if you find, so these Tatums I bought raw, and I cleaned them up myself, reviewed them, kind of inspected them, got them graded myself, ended up with 10s. So if you can find those raw cards and that are in good condition, clean them up yourself, submit them. You might get something back. My first Griffey, the rookie, the iconic one, 5.5. Love it. Graded that one myself, of course, back in the day. Got the Movan we talked about. Little Bayo Gem Mint 10 rookie. The McGuire rookie card with the little gum sticker on the back. And then lastly, a Cam Neely. Then just some stuff we're getting rid of eventually. But that's a little tour of the PC, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, squad, so that's a wrap on today's Sports Cards 101, starting your PC. I hope all the information you found was very valuable as you start your PC. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, hit up the comments. I'm always responding to everyone as well. And of course, guys, make sure you like and subscribe and turn your notification bell on so you get alerted to all the new content drops. If you haven't yet, follow us on Instagram. We are almost to 1,000 followers on IG, so very excited about that. And as always, guys, thank you so much for the love and support. We've hit 300 strong here with the squad, and it's growing every day, something that I love to see. So thank you as always for the support, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Lastly, squad, before we get out of here, forgot to announce we're going to hit the Best Flippin' Card Show this weekend in Woburn, Mass. Excited to get out there. So if you're going to be there, hit me up, come by, say hi. If you got any cards you want to show off, hit me up in the comments or shoot me a message on Instagram. Looking forward to catching up with you guys at that show. So we'll